Valley Club, do not make this massive mistake. There's a bunch of things expiring next week that you don't want to miss out on. We're going to talk about them in this video. Also, the latest arena meta and the rest of your mailbag questions. And if you're ready for all of that and more, you need to do Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the Valley Flying channel. I am Valley Flying. I hope you're having a great day. It is Mailbag Tuesday. Yeah, we're a little behind the schedule because we returned from a wedding that we went to last week, but it is Mailbag Tuesday. We're answering all of your questions, plus reminding you not to miss out on this. Yeah, a bunch of things expiring next week, so we're gonna give you a warning, a preview warning. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up. On a normal week, at least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content. Before we get into everything expiring in Marvel Strike Force, I do want to remind you about the things expiring in Raid Shadow Legends, the sponsor of this video. There's a collab going on right now with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it is going away mid-November. So it is the best time to start a brand new Raid Shadow Legends account because you'll get a triple legendary, triple epic start if you use the link in the description or the QR code up there to start off a brand new account. You'll start off with Corrado Fox Hunter. You'll also get Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, for free. There's a 7-day login calendar right now that you get him for free. He is a great champ. Make sure you do this before the collab goes away. And within the first 24 hours of you starting your account, make sure you enter one of these codes to get another legendary for free. You can choose any one of these, but you can only choose one, so choose wisely. My favorite codes: Desert Queen for Tuhanrak, Monkey King for Sun Wukong, and UD King for Ultimate Death Knight. All are great champs, but they do different roles, so choose wisely. And as you continue to keep playing, you'll get some great epics in your account as well. And if you have created a previous account, no worries. Use the QR code or the link to create an account on your PC and get that login, and then log in on your mobile device, and you get all those bonuses there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the blog post about the Chapter 3 store and the store consolidation. This is from last week, and this gave us some pretty important warnings about some things coming up, but because we're getting closer and closer to the warning dates, I did want to remind you guys again. So the first thing, the Sigil store is coming next week, Monday, and this isn't yet replacing the Antimatter store, but because we're getting the Chapter 3 store coming November 3rd, but the Antimatter store is going away November 10th. So you have until the November 10th to spend all of your credits, all of your Antimatter, so that doesn't expire, because once the 10th comes, all this extra Antimatter is going to be converted to shop credits. And yeah, that's for all the older stuff here. So make sure if you have any Antimatter, you spend all the stuff before the store expires. There will be overlap where we get a Sigil store and an Antimatter store, so make sure you spend all the stuff. But I think the more important warning comes down below here about these orbs that are going away. So the Raid Orb and the Blitz Orb are both going away. Not a huge deal if you're looking for character shards, because there's some new orbs up here, the Venture and Versus orbs, that have a lot better character shards, so don't have to worry about that. But the big thing here is they're no longer going to be purchasable, either of these, with shop credits on November 3rd. So next Monday, you are not going to be able to purchase them with shop credits. Now, if you have any Raid Orb credits, you could still open these. If you have any Blitz Orb credits, you could still open these. But the main reason this is important is because of the Blitz Orb. We go into the game right now and check out the Blitz Orb. It does have some character shards, and like the blog post said, it's probably best to open the Venture and Versus orbs if you're just looking for character shards, because there are some good character shards in this Blitz Orb, but you also have some really outdated characters as well that you probably don't want the character shards for. The big thing here is this gold. 1,500 to 3,000 gold on each pillar, so you're getting at least 3,000 to 6,000 gold for every Blitz Orb that you open. And if you have millions and millions of shop credits that's just sitting in your inventory that you haven't really spent, may want to open this because it is going away. Now, this Raid Orb, you can open all of these for character shards and those ultra credits. I guess not ultra credits anymore, shop credits. But there are some good characters here, but you have a lot of useless characters here. So I would do like the blog post says. If you're looking for character shards, these are the orbs to open, but don't skip out on this Blitz Orb because the gold. If you have a lot of shop credits like I do, do not miss this. It's a lot of gold that you could potentially be missing out on. So again, the last date that you can open these Blitz Orb with the shop credits, November 3rd, next next week, Monday. So if you've been stockpiling your shop credits like I have for some gold in the background, well, this is the last time that you can do that. So I would open all of these. Let's actually go in the game and open our Blitz Orbs. We have a lot. We have 70 million here. So let's go open 1,000 worth of these and see how much we get. So 1,000 Blitz Orbs, it will get us. How much gold will this get us? It is 4 million gold. That is actually pretty disappointing there. So you'll get some gold there. How much do we have left? Did we not have 70 million? Oh no, that is not even our shop credits. That is just the Blitz Orb credits that we have. Let's go back in this and let's open a lot of these. Let's open everything that we have, all of our Blitz Orbs here. And then let's use a lot of our shop credits there. So you can use these Blitz credits after the 3rd, but you're no longer going to be able to open these with shop credits though. We can open what, 50,000 of these. All right, let's open 40,000. Let's save about 10. We'll use 56 million shop credits. How much gold does this give us? Yeah, 40,000 orbs here. We'll save a little bit before the date there. Make sure you open all of these and it could get you 180 million. All right, that is more like it. That is a lot more like it, Valley Club. We got a ton of these other shop credits that we can use. All of these extra character shards are going to shop credits. And what was the conversion? We didn't see the conversion there. Just went to shop credits. We have 14 million of these left, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, let's go one more time. Oh, here's the shop credits. 4 million more shop credits. So make sure you open all this stuff, guys. We're gonna probably do another opening later with our Blitz credits before all this, or with our shop credits, because I have not really spent these. I thought I would need these, but I haven't spent these. So make sure you use all that stuff. And now it's time for your mailbag questions. Big shout out to each and every one of you that left a question for this week's video. If you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos, make sure you join the Discord, go to the mailbag question channel and ask your question there. First question, actually first 2 questions are pretty related, so I'm gonna read both of these. Hey Valley, I noticed my Alpha Flight team is losing a lot more when I sim the Spotlight raid. Should I take them to level 105 or will there be a new Spotlight raid coming soon? Thanks, brother. And second question here, I have a funny question. Is the team rumored to be a Mystic raid team or something? Well, yeah, last week it was a rumor. This week we got the announcement yesterday that the Immortal Weapons team is coming. They are a raid team. They do have some Mystic tags. However, Iron Fist World War II still has that skill tag. But as you saw with the Insidious 6, they could do different tags to have different characters for raid team. Now, they are going to be a raid team, and some people are thinking maybe it's going to be a Spotlight 2 raids replacing the Night Stalkers. I would be very disappointed if that happened. I would love them to go and replace the Alpha Flight team. The Alpha Flight team is total trash. If we go into the game right now, something we talked about is those Venture Orbs and everything like that. But if we go into the game right now, we look at the Venture Orb for the PvE content, PvE content, we have a lot of the raid teams, including the Night Stalkers, but no Alpha Flight. So I'm hoping that this new Immortal Weapon team will be replacing the Alpha Flight team and the Spotlight 2 raids. That is such a trash team. That is the only raid team that we have right now that has those pre-Eri stats. So it would be great if that was replaced, but I don't think they said either way what raid this team would be for. Either the Annihilation raids or the Spotlight 2 or Spotlight 3 raids. But I'm hoping it is a Spotlight 3 raid so that nobody has to build the Alpha Flight anymore, because as of right now, you have to build the Alpha Flight if nobody else in your alliance is covering that for the Spotlight 2 raid. So hopefully it is the Alpha Flight, and then you don't have to worry about building them, because they are trash. I would not take them to level 105. I would not build them anymore. Maybe someone in your alliance could cover that, or maybe you have to sim that part. But yeah, they are a trash team. They really have not a lot of value to build right now. All right, next question. Valley, how was your vacation and what will you do this Friday? The vacation was great. Spent a lot of time with my wife. We just got to, my sister-in-law came over to watch the kids, took care of them. So it's kind of a nice trip for my wife and I. So it was really fun. But for Halloween, don't have much plans, but we are going to a friend's house. They have like a Halloween party, so we're gonna do that. I don't know what costume I'm gonna dress up as yet, so still have a few days to decide, but I will dress up. Don't have a costume yet. Maybe just put something together, or maybe go to like a Halloween store and get something good, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna stream in a costume as well. But yeah, we'll see. I have not decided yet. Been too much other things going on. But first question about Kang the Conqueror is still worth building in the future despite having the old stats. And if we go into the game right now, let's get out of these orbs here and go and look at Kang. He does have old stats, and if you don't have him built at this point, I don't think there's a lot of value going back and building him. Where is he? Man, he does have those old stats. We have him level 105, gear tier 19. A lot of the stuff that he used to do, this big ultimate, not as valuable as it once was because obviously his big stats aren't as good. I still use him in Cosmic Crucible, and if you have him already built, he probably is still going to be good to be used. But at this point, again, investing all your resources in an old character with old, outdated stats that really has no use in the meta, it's not a good investment. But hopefully he does get a rework. But this on spawn on offense, spill speed bar, high percentage for self and all allies, and that is a good thing. Kind of like the old Emma passive, can allow you to get in front of mirror matches. This would be the only value I see for Kang right now is this passive. This line is passive right now. Everything else is good. Still a very good kit, but just his outdated stats make him less valuable than he used to be. But this line is passive, maybe worth building for certain teams. But again, if you're just building for the passive, you don't really need to build them up or anything. All right, next question. My final question, out of all the chapter legendaries, Age of Annihilus, which legendary excited you more? Have a spooky Halloween. Let's hope that Dracula doesn't suck any blood out of you. Blue Marvel out. Man, I was not even thinking of Dracula sucking my blood out, and now that my mind is going there, it is something I'm going to be stressing about for the rest of Halloween. Thanks, brother. Just kidding. Anyway, as far as my favorite age of character, well, we have two of them in the game right now. Quasar, we have Blastar, we have Thunderstrike coming down the road. I think Quasar was cool. He's a war character, but I think Blastar and his mechanic with that bomb burst, I think that excites me. The Thunderstrike, upping the bomb burst for Blastar, making him a lot stronger is exciting as well. Blastar, I think, is great on his own. He may not be like as game-changing as Quasar was for war. He's a good character, but I think the combo of Blastar Thunderstrike really excites me. I think Thunderstrike is a good character on his own, but I'm really excited for what he's going to do to Blastar, this big ultimate. And having special and ultimate with 0 turn cooldown is nice. But this bomb burst, 1250 potential if you have all 5 bomb bursts on him. That's for me, that's what's the most exciting. I wouldn't say he's the best of all these characters, but for me, this is the most fun to play with out of all these characters. Let me know in the comments which out of these 3 legendaries has you the most excited. As we move on to the last question of the week. Hey, Valley, hope you're good, brother. Just unlocked the big dog himself, Professor X. Congratulations, my friend. All right, I'm curious how my arena team should change. Do you recommend for offense, defense, and arena? Any special tips for facing off against other Professor X teams? So I've pretty much been using the same team on offense and defense. There's been some switches that I see on defense, but pretty much on defense, this is what I'm using. Old school Emma Frost here. We have Apocalypse here. I think those are the most common defenses that I see. And on offense, you see this is what I'm using right here. I used to use the Human Torch instead of Mr. Fantastic. This is pretty much what I'm using now. If we get the coin flip and win the if we win the coin flip and go first, we pretty much win. Sometimes we can still win even if we don't win the coin flip. So let's go do this arena match real quick. And hopefully it goes like we want. Again, it's all about that coin flip. We should get a guaranteed win if it's a coin flip. I would say if we don't win the coin flip, we still have maybe a 25% chance of winning. Sometimes Professor X doesn't target our Professor X. We could still go, but this is the team that I'm using here. The 3 new Fantastic Four MCU. All right, so we should win this match here. Let's go with the ultimate from the Franklin Richards. I almost forgot his name there. All right, and there Franklin Richards gives us all silence. Then we have our Invisible Woman going. Our Apocalypse is dead. Their Apocalypse is dead as well. All right, let's see if we get this big pull. Pull them all together. Will we kill their invisible woman? No, but they'll probably kill ours here. Oh, we did kill her. Okay. And now we get the win. Special on their Professor X. We'll also get their Franklin Richards. And this actually worked out very well because their Mr. Fantastic is, he is right there. So now we go and throw this on auto. That should be a pretty easy win. If we don't win the coin flip, and we get our Professor X not targeted by their Professor X just because of the way that it got pulled together, we can still win. If our Professor X dies from their Professor X, obviously we can't win. But that is the team I use, and it's been sort of consistent. It's been pretty 100% when we get the first turn. And like I said, about 75% win rate or 75% lose rate when we don't get the first turn, 25% win rate when we don't win that. So I hope that helps you in Arena, and I hope this reminds you to open all of your Blitz orbs, get all that gold before you cannot use supply credits on them anymore. If you got some value from the video today, leave the video a like, check out some of the other videos, check me out on social media, check out my second channel all about Raid Shadow Legends, and if you do want to start up that new account, use that QR code up there or the link in the description to start up that account, get off to the best start in 2025, and I'll see you guys next time. If you do want to check out the only 10 teams that you need to win right now in Marvel Strike Force, check out the video up there in the description or up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Thanks for watching. Hulk Fist Bump, Valley of Lion out. Take care.